at this point, like, I don't even care about that trade anymore. Like, they're going to keep shoving Donovan Mitchell down our throats until something actually happens. Until something happens, I'm done. One thing I will say is people are getting alarmed because they're seeing like 4 first-round picks thrown in there, and they're not realizing that 3 of those 4 are 3 protected ones that we just got in the draft. So, like, they're kind of overlooking that. But anyway, I think we're live. Let me put it on the TV to make sure we are officially live. Where the fuck's my remote? Let me pull it up on my phone. I think that 3 of those 4 are 3 protected. Yeah, there we go. We are live. All right, what's up, everybody? Friday, loaded night tonight, and the hot streak didn't end with the All-Star break. VIP yesterday, plus 1.41 units. The VIP parlay cash, too. So even though it was a weak little 6-game Thursday, we actually killed it. So hopefully we carry that momentum into a loaded night. We're going to be dishing out a serious amount of heat right here. Just giving you guys a heads up. I like a lot of dogs tonight. A lot of dogs. To the point where it's like, yo, if the public cleans up tonight, I might be out a pretty penny because there's a lot of dogs that I like. But we got 15 games, so enough bullshit. Let's just jump right in with the first one, which is Cardinals at Reds. Wainwright versus Ashcraft. AJ, why don't you start us off?
All right, Chiefs. First of all, hello. I hope everybody's doing well. It's nice to see you all on this fine day. I'm going to be going ahead, and I'm going to be taking the first 5 over in this game at 5.5. I believe I got that at minus 110, and I'm going to be putting 0.75 units on that bad boy. Listen, Kyle actually called me earlier because I was in the middle of a walk on the beach. You know, sometimes you got to take in nature. And he was telling me about how Adam Wainwright sucks against the Reds. So I was like, okay, let me do a little more research into this. So I did. I did a little research, and every time Adam Wainwright goes to Great American Ballpark, he gets lit up. The last 4 times he faced Cincinnati, 0-3, 6.6 ERA, 1.66 whip. That is not good. Last 4 starts at Cincinnati, 1-2, 10.19 ERA, 2.04 whip. The man has gotten disheveled by the Cincinnati Reds. And personally, I like them to score some runs here. This first 5 over is high for a reason. They have his Cape prop low for a reason. They obviously think that Adam Wainwright's going to get his bell rung a little bit here. And then I'm not forgetting about Graham Ashcraft.
Wait, people are saying the audio's fucked up. Hold on.
By the Cincinnati Reds. And personally,
audio sounds fine to me, so I think they might just be trolling. Sorry.
Sorry, Beaver.
Sam Carter.
Sorry about that.
Sam Carter actually sucked me, bro. I see you commenting that troll shit in the comments. All right. Graham Ashcraft, the guy absolutely sucks. In my opinion, he's looked terrible as of late. Last 6 starts have been nothing short of embarrassing. And even at home in his last 2 home starts, it really hasn't been good either. I'm just not liking the spot for either of these pitchers. It's Great American Ballpark. The wind's blowing out. I like an over here.
All right. Do you like the first 5 over, you said?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go second. So, yeah, he's right. I did talk to him earlier about this game, and Cincinnati has touched up Wainwright twice this season. I don't think I used the words he sucks against Cincinnati because I wouldn't describe it as that. But, yes, they've gotten to him. Another thing about Adam Wainwright is his numbers on the road aren't nearly anything close to his numbers at home. So we got Wainwright against a Reds lineup that isn't scared of him on the road. That's a good start for a sharp bet for the Reds here. Graham Ashcraft. Now, he has pitched against the Cardinals once this year. He got touched up as well. But I really like... I know Toast has lost faith in Graham Ashcraft. I can't really blame him for that. But one thing you gotta give him, Graham Ashcraft, he has a 6.67 ERA on the road. At home, he has a 2.67. So this man has produced at home, and this is not an easy ballpark to have a 2.67 ERA at home. So I really think the table's set for a sharp play here. I'm taking the Reds. Ready, AJ?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on.
That's all right. I'm taking Cincinnati plus 1.5. That's at minus 120. Give me 0.5 units on that. And I'm also taking Cincinnati first 5 plus a half run. That's at minus 115 for another half unit. Yes, that's correct. I hate the font you use. We got to fix that for next episode.
It's
font
Knight,
sucks.
Chief. We all love Knight. What are you talking about? We all love Knight.
Not when Knight's good for fitting things vertically, not horizontal. We'll talk later. Sorry. Toast, what do you think?
So I think that was a cute little soliloquy you guys both put on about your plays with the Cardinals and stuff like that, but you're wrong, in my opinion. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the money line at minus 154 for 0.75 units. I understand those numbers against Wainwright, but first of all, I will say that the Reds have been playing better going into the break, but those numbers against that Reds lineup isn't the same Reds lineup as he's going to see today. But what you guys forgot to tell everybody is what happened when Ashcraft, although it was on the road, when he faced the Cardinals this year, he got lit up for 4 runs in 4 innings on 9 hits. So I like that with the Cardinals as well. If you want to sprinkle just to fade these two clowns, you can go Graham Ashcraft over 6.5 hits at plus 120. Just throwing that out there. I'm done.
Toast, you know that I didn't bet on the Cardinals, right? Like, I bet on the first 5
on the Reds.
What are you saying?
All I know is I heard a lot of yip-yap about it. About how Wainwright's going to get touched up and yada, yada, yada.
He is going to
we're already fucking... All right, we're already beefing, and we have 14 games to go. And for the record, we can all cash. I took the 1.5. Let the record show. AJ, next game, please.
All right.
Fucking drop my gum.
It's okay. You got 5 boxes right there.
That stacks. That shit. I ordered they bring it on a Nicorette truck. Marlins at Pirates. I'll go first because I don't have a lot of notes for this one. I actually have 1, 2, 3 sentences, and I will read them word for word what I wrote. First up, Pittsburgh moneyline plus 110 for 0.75 units. AJ, that's my bet. Pittsburgh moneyline plus 110.75. As I said on Twitter around 2:30 this afternoon, I will be auto-fading the Marlins indefinitely. I tweeted that out. Jazz Chisholm is set to miss 6 weeks. This Marlins team, as right now, this Marlins team has scored 1 combined run in 36 straight innings. 1. Not 1 per game. 1 run in their last 36 innings. I will be fading them until further notice. I'll let you know when I'm done fading the Marlins.
I have the same exact bet as Sauce, so I'll just let Beaver type that in. Honestly, I'll only touch on just the pitching. Zach Thompson has been pretty damn good for the Pirates and consistent for them for almost 2 months now. So I honestly, when I saw this line, I thought it was kind of weird, but with no Chisholm, obviously we already knew that. But I got to play the home dog here. I'm sorry.
I did 0.75 units, Beaver. Come on.
Dude, I got 80 things going on over here. I got people telling me they could only hear me in their left ear of their headphone. It's a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. I don't know what to
I think
do
people
right
are
now.
fucking with you.
No, I don't think so. There was multiple people that commented. I like to accommodate the people. I'm gonna get it ironed out, guys. We'll see. As the episode goes on, hopefully I can adjust it. All right, so
I think Toast is 0.75 also, by the way.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Also, the money line's at plus 110, you jamoke. Oh my god, this dude right now.
Dude, this company.
All right,
this fucking company, bro.
All right, so Toast, me, are you on the same page? Are you on, while he fixed that, are you going to be fading the Marlins indefinitely also?
I don't know about indefinitely because they still have a spot in my heart, but I have a hard time believing. I can tell you right now, I won't be laying juice with them at any point. I can guarantee that.
All right, Chiefs. This is what I'm going with. That Marlins first 5 team total under 1.5. You could get that at plus 135. I think that's money, baby. I think that's money. Simply put, you could put a small child on the mound for the opposing team. And if they could throw a fastball around 50 miles per hour, I think they'll be able to get most of this Marlins lineup out. They look pathetic right now. It's horrible. It's really horrible to see. I'm gonna try and keep it. I guess speak louder for these people. Everybody's saying replug the mic and stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm going with the Marlins here in the first 5 under plus 135.
I can't say I disagree with that bet. I mean, anything Marlins under, it's like okay by me.
Yeah.
But all right,
you're typing all the plays on the screen, so if they just pay attention, they'll be all right.
Yeah. But let's move on to the next game. What do we got next?
All right, jeez, 1 second.
Next game, please.
These
Cubs
speaker
at
issues
Phillies.
got me flustered.
Toast, you haven't let us off on a game. Want to lead us off here?
Yeah. So as much as I hate to do it, I gotta take the scumbag Phillies here on the money line. Whatever the number is, I'm gonna do it for another 0.75 units. Honestly, Justin Steele has been pretty damn good for the Cubs. But he's just not a guy that I trust. He looked really up and down at time, but the one thing that he hasn't done in talking about Steele is pitch well on the roads, and he only has 5 starts that were on the road this year in total, which is kind of a weird thing anyway. So he pitches a lot at home. The Pirates and the Reds really hit him kind of hard. So Gibson hasn't looked fantastic, but he's actually looked pretty good his last couple starts. The Phillies at home against that's pitting a little bit better, and also the bullpens. Phillies bullpens pitched much better, and the Cubs is pretty damn weak. And I don't really trust Robinson anyway, so I'm going to take the Phillies at home at a cheap price here to see if they can start this second half not being scumbags.
Same exact spot. I'm definitely on the Phils here as well. Beaver, are you ready for my bets?
Yeah.
I'm going with Phillies money line at minus whatever Toast got it at. I'll take it the same. Put 0.75 units on that, and I'm also taking Phillies first 5 on the run line. Phillies first 5 minus a half run at plus 100 for a half unit. I mean, I'm not no reason for me to ramble because Toast said a lot of things I'm going to say. Justin Steele on the mound for the Cubs. Honestly, just fade this dude on the road. He's awful on the road. He's actually pretty decent at Wrigley. But this is how bad he is on the road. I want to fade the Phillies here. I think they got saved by that series against the Marlins before the break. They were not looking good. They got like a get-out-of-jail-free card from the Marlins. I don't think this team's playing great right now. I don't think they're going to play great for the foreseeable future. But Justin Steele on the road is just an auto fade. Even though the Phillies haven't even hit lefties well, still fading them. Still fading Steele. Even like, look, the Phillies bats, right? In the past 2 weeks, they're 25th in OPS. The Cubs are 28th. So even if like you pick out the Phillies' horrible numbers, the Cubs are below them even on that. So there's no way I could go against the Phillies. I'm Philly all the way here. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically what I'm going to go with in this spot is also the Phillies money line. I don't even think there's any other way to bet this game. Simply put, I don't care how public it is. I was looking at it, a lot of money's on the Phillies, but what is a man to do? What is a man to do when you're doing a Cubs lineup who can barely hit righties and a Phillies lineup that has crushed left-handed pitching in the last 3 games against them? I mean, the bullpen advantage also goes to the Philadelphia Phillies. Justin Steele doesn't have much experience versus Phillies lineup, but Castellanos is 4-8 with 2 doubles and a home run against them. I expect him to put in some work today. And overall, I really just
your audio's not legible, Beaver.
Alright, well,
I don't know what it is.
they can't hear you at all. Now can people hear me?
I just turned the volume up on my phone and they couldn't hear you back. Alright, you put up your bet. How much you betting on it?
I gotta fix this. 175.
Alright. So you put in 0.75 on that Phillies money line. Beaver, quick to the next game so we can start on while you're figuring out your mic situation. Alright, you do it? Alright, next game, Yankees at Orioles. I'll go first here. Yo, Tyler Wells has been good, man. Not only is he good, but he's pitched well against the Yankees. He's started against the Yankees 3 times this year. A total of 14 innings pitched, just 4 earned runs, 11 hits, and 2 walks. Bottom line, all of his starts against the Yankees have been good. Not just like, well, there was a little shit. He's had 3 good starts against the Yankees this year. You know he's going to come into this. He's at home. He's not going to be scared of the Yankees lineup here. Now let's talk about Jameson Tyone for a second. And we need to be a little straight up. He had a good start against Boston right before the break. Before that, we're talking about 5 or 6 starts in a row that were subpar. Some of them were just straight up bad. In his last 9 starts, he's got an ERA over 5. I'm not shitting on the guy because I like Tyone. I like Tyone a lot better than I like Montgomery for the Yankees, but he really hasn't been that good. He's been bailed out by a great lineup so many times. So I think the starting pitching edge, I think Baltimore with Tyler Wells definitely has the starting pitching edge. Batting edge obviously goes to the New York Yankees, but bullpen is another category where the Orioles are surprising us. Even if we expand the sample size to a full month, the Baltimore bullpen has been better than the Yankees bullpen, and the Yankees bullpen's been good. But Baltimore's bullpen has been very good. At this price, I feel so. Right now, I can get the Orioles plus 1.5 at -120, and I feel I have the better starting pitcher and the better bullpen at home. I have to take that. Taking Baltimore plus 1.5 -120. Give me 0.75 units on that, and then a half unit. I'm also throwing a half unit on the under 9 at -115. Did you get that, Beaver?
No.
All right.
No.
Are you ready?
So, yeah.
It's okay because I'm gonna have the same. No.
Baltimore money
No,
line.
Baltimore plus 1.5 -120 for 0.75 units, and under 9 at -115.
For how many?
I like
units?
that run line bet sauce. I'm on the same thing as you.
0.5 for the under. All right, Toast, go ahead.
All right, so just obviously everything, I agree with everything he said. I'm taking Baltimore, same thing. I thought it was -110, so it's bumped up 10 cents. I'm also going to take them on for a half unit on the money line, and here's why. Last time the Yankees came into Baltimore, they split this series. You talked about Tyler Wells and his success against the Yankees lineup. 474 OPS against this current lineup, and also my inner prop beaver tells me that Wells is much better at home and much better at night. And this is the third time that Baltimore is going to see Tyone. So for all the advantages that the Yankees are going to have with the bats, I think that Baltimore is going to be sitting there right there with them. Baltimore has guys in their bullpen that are all-stars as well. And has Clay Holmes and that Yankees bullpen really look like somebody you can trust right now? I don't think so. So Baltimore plus 1.5 at -120 for 0.75 units, and Baltimore on the money line at plus 135 for a half a unit.
Ooh, the money line too.
Yeah, I don't fuck around, dog.
All right, Beaver. I guess we could try it and just see if your audio is.
I'm having a miserable fucking time. Dude, honestly, this is so fucking annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Baltimore money line like I planned on doing in the first place. I'll take it gladly at plus 130 or whatever it is. You're gonna give me the better pitcher right now going in, a comparable lineup, and a bullpen who's actually been really solid as of late. So I have no problem riding with Baltimore here. Usually I'm more analysis, but this is I'm
Oh my God, sorry. I also forgot, guys, if you didn't know, also Yankees played 2 games in Houston against the mighty Astros. They got beat, and now they got to fly with no rest and come play Baltimore, a division rival that's fighting for a playoff spot. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. Beaver? AJ, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just really frustrated. Baltimore money line. There we go.
All right. Bring it to the next game. Your audio's fixed, according to the comments, so just don't stress about it.
All right.
Next game. Padres at Mets. This one hurts. I'll go first. This one hurts me a little bit. Because I know, 1, I'm a Mets fan. 2, all the numbers are pointing towards the Mets here. But the books are all over it. I mean, let me open up the money here. Let me just see if it's adjusted in the last hour since I looked.
Just say you're going to take the Padres with me, bro.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's all over the Mets, and we're looking at minus 186 with all the action on the Mets. Oh, my God. Max Scherzer does look great, But can we agree that his last start against the Cubs was a little shaky? I mean, you can just glance at 6 1/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and be like, oh, what? He pitched great. But you're choosing to ignore the 8 hits and a walk against the Cubs. That's a whip of almost 1.5. That's not acceptable. Look, I'm nitpicking, trying to pick apart that start, but this isn't. This game is priced like the Mets are playing the Pirates here. This is the Padres, one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the NL. I really have a hard time laying that kind of juice. The Padres have been hitting right-handed pitching solid all year towards the top 10 of the league. I really think they could touch Scherzer today, honestly. And if that happens, if the Padres get, let's say, 3 off Scherzer, just 3, that means the Mets are going to have to outduel San Diego with their bullpen and bats. And we all know how the Mets bats, as loaded as that lineup is, they love to just disappear when you need them most. And especially with you, Darvish, pitching on the other side. I got 2 bets here. Beaver, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So first one, San Diego money line at plus 155. Put a half unit on that. Second one, over 7. I got it at minus 107. You can put minus 105 or minus 110. I don't care. Over 7 for another half unit. I think 7's just way too low of a number for these two lineups. That number, that total set at 7, is just a clear response to these two starting pitchers. I mean, both of them might be out of the game by the 6th inning. And the Mets bullpen, I can tell you, is anything but reliable. So, over 7, yeah. Toast, why don't you go second?
So, kind of in the same boat. I'm actually going to take the Padres plus 1.5 at minus 135 for 0.75 units. I like you touched on. I just think they're overpriced right now.
How can you hear him?
No, he's skipping. But
Also, Mad Max, we haven't seen.
I can't tell if it's skipping live though.
To start.
Yo, Toast.
Him coming back.
You there?
From injury.
Hello?
This is his 4th start. We might be seeing some.
Yo, we gotta stop him. We can't hear you, bro.
A little bit of fatigue.
Yo, we can't hear you. It's been skipping for a while, but you can't
hear.
We I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Just cut it. Toast, leave it and come back, or turn your computer, restart your computer or something.
Did you kick his ass? Jeez, that's tough.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
all
listen,
right.
Chiefs.
You got his bet, right?
Yeah. Listen, if you could only hear me out of the left, I will have this addressed in the next episode, but I can't sit here stressing about it. Gotta go business as usual. And I kind of think you guys are crazy with riding for the Padres, even if the fact that it's so public on the Mets. First of all, I can't back you Darvish on the road. He's just simply not as good on the road as he is at home, and that's by a wide margin. And also, I'm starting to see you Darvish slip a bit. I'm really not seeing the same dominant starts as we were seeing earlier this year. While the Mets offense is starting to build some confidence, I mean, the last 5 right-handed pitchers that have faced them are posting a 1.73 whip, 5.32 ERA, so they are gaining some momentum there. And then on the other side, I mean, Max Scherzer against his Padres lineup, 149 OBP, 329 OPS. He's going to absolutely dominate these dudes. Silly. He's going to dominate them silly. Last 8 right-handed pitchers against the Padres, 1.25 whip, 1.84 ERA. They are not hitting righties at all right now. And not only am I getting a better lineup at the current moment, a way better pitcher in my opinion, but I'm getting a better bullpen as well, as the Mets bullpen has really turned it around in July. They're top 5 in most ranks, while the San Diego Padres are sitting 29th in ERA. I wanted to create some value here, so I'm going to go with Max Scherzer. One second. 7+ Ks, and the Mets money line. That's going to be at -125, and I'm going to put 0.75 units on that bad boy. I just simply think there's too much value to pass up on. Scherzer's hit this in his past 8 and 9 games against the Padres. I don't care if the Padres have one of the lower strikeout rates in the league. Max Scherzer can make just about anybody whiff.
7+ Ks.
Yep.
Wait, is that a like an SGP there? Mets money line and 7+ Ks?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cruise on to the next game.
All right. Okay, Chiefs. This is the game where I can't believe you guys are on the side you're on. Like, it's nuts to me.
How do you even know what side I'm on?
Because I talked to Toast earlier.
Yeah, but I didn't actually take it. I'll actually go first. The biggest question mark here is Nathan Eovaldi. Right before the break, he returned from, I can't remember if he was COVID or injured. I forget.
He had Sugma.
But he returned. Yeah, he had a serious case of Sugma. And he returned. And he got hit up pretty good in his first game back. But A, it was his first game back, and B, it was in Yankee Stadium in the middle of like a heated rivalry series. I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just saying like it's a tough game to come back on at least. As far as Kevin Gausman goes for Toronto, this poor guy, he's got to be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball that has a below 500 record. Can you even believe that this guy is 6-7? He's pitching so well. Blue Jays are 1-6 in the last 7 games that Gausman starts, and he hasn't even been bad. He's actually been pitching well. The Toronto just doesn't win when this guy pitches, making this game like so hard to bet. What I didn't like here, and I'm pulling it up so I can speak. So at 8 a.m. this morning, the line was showing Toronto -109. By noon, it was Toronto -125, 96% of the money in the Blue Jays. So Blue Jays everyone hammered the Blue Jays, and the line moved damn near 20 points. I can't hop on with that. I like Boston, but actually the bet I'm going with, ready, is under 8.5 at +100, 4.75 units. At first it was just like, here's something just to bet on this game, but I actually really like this under, so 0.75 on it.
I gotta say, I actually really don't I really don't hate that bet at all. I quite frankly didn't even look at an under here or an over, but to be honest, I gotta ride with the Blue Jays. I know I'm being a little bit of public Pete today, and it kills me because I'm the mayor of Sharpsville. I'm Sharpie McSharpington. But the simple problem
no one knows
here,
that. Not one person knows that.
The simple problem here is Kevin Gausman owns custody of the entire Red Sox lineup. I mean, this dude has daddied this lineup 3 times in a row, and everybody last time was doubting Gausman. They were like, dude, it's gonna be the 3rd time he's seeing him. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get to them, all that stuff. Bruh, I'm sorry, no way in hell am I backing the Red Sox here. Last 5 right-handed pitchers that faced the Red Sox, 0.61 whip, 2.77 ERA. Those are not impressive numbers. And in 3 starts against Boston this year, Gausman's gone 2-0, 0.43 ERA, 0.81 whip, and 8+ Ks in each start. He is simply sunning this team. And then on the other side, yes, Toronto was in a bit of a batting slump. I definitely will admit that. But look at the last 5 pitchers they faced that are righties. 2.00 whip, 7.65 ERA, and against right-handed pitchers in the month of July, they're 2nd in OBP, 2nd in OPS, and 3rd in WRC+. I simply got to go with the Toronto first 5 money line. That's at -127, and this is less a fade of Eovaldi and more of a bet on Toronto here. I just simply think that Toronto's going to sun these dudes. Also, if you look at the history between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, Blue Jays own them.
Yeah, that pick, Beaver, that pick's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Yeah, can I go? Can you hear me? Am I back?
Yeah, I think you're back, Toast.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. That's awesome, Public Pete. That's a fantastic bet. You should be so proud of yourself. Give me the Boston money line for 0.75 units at plus 105. I understand how well, as in Beaver's words, Gausman has pimped out the Red Sox, but I don't really care. With all the money in the world on Toronto today, I am gladly taking the Red Sox that just got embarrassed before the All-Star break at home in Fenway against a guy that's pimped them out. I'll take that.
Is it plus 125? I just want to. Oh no, it's plus 105.
No, 105.
Yeah.
Aren't you Mr. I don't check the money? Isn't that you? Huh? Is that
I don't.
You,
I was
right?
listening to you guys.
So you're coming at the money right now.
I was already on Boston.
Let the record show that I personally am probably going to bet Boston with Toast. But my bet for the show is the under, but it's sharp as hell.
It's too sharp for my liking, and you know me.
All right, Public Paulie.
I'm like a goddamn Xenoblade. You don't want to mess with me, brother. All right,
let's cruise on to the next one.
Bing bong.
Angels at Braves. Ugh. Oh, God. As I'm looking at my bet, I'm like, oh, no. I'll go first.
My bet here.
Am I really considering an Angels bet here? Let me just gather my thoughts for a second before I speak. Ugh. I hate this team, man. All right. So I'm taking the Angels. Write these bets down, Beaver. Oh, God. This is embarrassing to say.
All right, hooligan.
Angels, LA Angels money line at plus 131 for a half unit. You ready for the second one, Beaver?
Oh, wait.
LA team total over 3.5 at plus 110 for another half unit.
Don't hate those plays. I think those are actually quite sharp and quite smart. So don't doubt yourself, man.
The Angels lineup has been so bad, and I've openly despised them. But we got to keep in mind this Shohei Ohtani winning streak, man. They've won 6 straight Shohei Ohtani starts, 6 straight games where he starts. And it's not just the fact that they won 6 straight games that he starts. It's the fact that they're hitting for him. And that's been the main problem with the Angels. They're hitting for Ohtani now. In his last 6 starts, Angels are 6-0, like I said, and they scored a total of 30 runs. That's 5 runs a game in his last 6 starts. If you can put Ohtani on the mound this year and give the Angels 5 runs, you're going to win at a dangerously high rate. So a big part of this bet is just riding that trend, which isn't always the smartest, but I was feeling it a little bit. The other reason that I'm taking the Angels here and the Angels team total is I'm not a big Charlie Morton guy. I know that some people really like him. I know that he's clutch and Toast likes to bet him in the playoffs. But let's be real here. His numbers aren't great. I mean, he looks like a back end starting, like a starting pitcher 4 maybe. And so the fact that if the Angels get 2 or 3 off Charlie Morton in the first 5 innings, they probably win the game, or at least take it to the 8th with the lead. So another thing, I got a Prop Beaver stat here. You ready for this? I'm channeling my inner Prop Beaver here, minus the publicness.
I'm proud of you.
So Charlie Morton at home this year has faced 106. He's had 106 at-bats against a lefty batter. 106. Of those 106, 7 of them have been home runs. So, Charlie Morton, he's only allowed 15 home runs all season. 7 of those 15 have been at home against lefties. So, if you're looking to make a little prop bet, Jared Walsh to hit a home run, it's at plus 600. I think he goes yaya in the 3rd inning. You're welcome for that. No, but the bets the bets are Angels money line, Angels team total over 3.5. Prop Beaver, actually, you know what? We should probably go Toast second while his mic is working.
Yeah, let's take advantage of the precious time we have together.
I'm in the same spot as Sauce. I'm taking the Angels on the money line for just a half a unit as well. Look, Ohtani at this price is I almost just have to take it against I don't know. Like Sauce said, I'm not a big Charlie Morton guy. Ohtani's let up literally 1 run in his last 5 starts. So if the Braves can get if the Angels can get 2 or 3, it's at least a coin flip in those later innings. So at plus 130, I got to play the Angels.
Yeah.
Prop Beaver?
I am a fuck with you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bet the Angels first 5 as well. My official play for this game I posted in the morning on Twitter, and that was Charlie Morton over 7.5 Ks. I got that at minus 135. Now at 8.5. So feeling pretty shiesty about that one. But simply put, you're probably looking at me like, dude, why are you fading Charlie Morton in the first 5 and betting on his K props? I don't really care if he lets up 3 runs. As long as he's striking some dudes out, I don't mind. And Shohei Ohtani's simply been lights out. Looking at some of the last 6 right-handed pitchers that have faced Atlanta, 0.99 whip, 3.26 ERA. That is not impressive, Atlanta. And while the Angels' hitting stats aren't that impressive either, any lefty can get the Charlie Morton. That is something I learned. I wanted to bet on Charlie Morton in the last game against the Mets, but as soon as I saw 5 lefties in the lineup, I stood away, and what happens? He gets lit up. So, half unit on this, full unit on the Charlie Morton case, but the line moved, so no point in posting it.
All right, to answer that comment, yes, this is a public dog, but not a crazy public. It's 56% of the money on LA last I checked. Well, as of 4 p.m., I should say. So, yeah, a lot of people are betting the Angels, but it's not crazy. So, let's cruise on to the next one, Prop Beaver.
Okay, so
I'll Prop Beaver, why don't you start us off here?
all right, Chief. 1 second. Let me go ahead and get the notes loaded up for this bad boy.
I know you're a huge supporter of Cal Quantrill, so.
No, actually, the only person I hate more truly would be Mr. Lucas Giolito, but I'm backing him in this spot. I'm going with that White Sox money line at minus 150. I got it for a full unit. Listen, White Sox is my team to beat in the AL Central going forward. I think that this is their division to lose. I'm not a believer in the Twins. The White Sox roster is simply too talented to be this, to not be in first place right now in that division. They've got the pitching, they've got the bats, and even what I'm seeing is the bullpen's coming around. The White Sox bullpen was dreaded for most of the season, but in the month of July, they're 5th in ERA, OBP, and slug, and they have the 7th lowest hard hit percentage. So they're doing everything I need them to do. Lucas Giolito, if you know him, similar to Kevin Gausman, he is a fellow father. He is the father of the Cleveland Guardians. These guys simply don't know how to hit him whatsoever, and because of that, I have to back Giolito here. I think this is a great spot. Cal Quantrill, he faced the White Sox twice this year. What happened? 4 earned runs in both of those. I'm just simply not liking the spot for Cleveland's bats, Cal Quantrill, or that bullpen. Give me the White Sox for a full unit, baby. Let's go.
All right, Toast, what do you think?
I'm going to fade Beaver and take the Guardians on the money line at plus 140 or 132, whatever it is now. 140 on DraftKings. Anyway, again, I just can't get behind Giolito. I just can't do it. I'm not laying minus 160 with him right now. Cleveland, I can't really make a huge case for why I like Cleveland. I just have a really big case of why I just do not trust Lucas Giolito. I actually think that Cal could actually pitch a little bit better. I think he's actually pitching better lately, but again, just cannot get behind the White Sox and Giolito right now today. So on only a half a unit on that money line. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree to agree to disagree, by the way, because I think Cal Quantrill has started looking very shaky lately, and Giolito's kind of rounding back into form. But that's besides the point. You do you.
The White Sox also have the worst manager in Major League Baseball, so he'll fuck it up somehow.
Okay, I can't.
Prop Beaver, let me ask you something.
What?
When's the last time the White Sox won a home game that Giolito started? Off the top of your head, do you want to guess when that was?
Months.
May 25th, 2 months ago, was the last time the White Sox won a home game where Giolito pitched.
Okay.
I'm not trusting this dude at home at all. I know that the White Sox bats were heating up before the break, but you know who else had bats that was heating up before the All-Star break? Cleveland. So I think both of these bats were kind of on the same pattern before the All-Star break, both these teams' lineups. And I know, like, right now it's like, well, he must be betting Cleveland then, if you think it's a bad spot for Giolito. I'm not, because Cal Quantrill, I really have a trouble backing him. So all I did for this game was I faded both pitchers. I took the first 5 over 4.5. It's at -110, and I'll put 0.75 units on it. I don't love it, but I think both. I think the score could be like 4-4 after 5 innings. So
I hope the White Sox put up 5 runs for you, because Cleveland ain't scoring jack shit.
Oh my God, taking shots at Toast on air.
Right now.
Oh, thanks. Well, thanks for letting me know.
Nah, yeah, I mean, it's just you're my boss, I'm your employee. I just want to keep the communication in the company top notch.
Didn't you tell me that Detroit is like the worst team ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how did he do against Detroit, Lucas Giolito?
Oh, he didn't have a fun time. It was not a fun time for Mr. Giolito.
He got rocked by the Tigers.
There was like 5 or 6 runs against a team that can't hit. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, because that was just like a week or 2 ago.
Wait. You got 5. Hold on. 5 runs at home, and he's a righty. Which, to quote Prop Beaver, the Tigers on the road will never hit a righty. He said that.
Yep.
But anyway, I digress. Next game.
The Tigers were hot. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Fucking bullies. This game
Rockies
sucks.
at. I went razor sharp here. Razor sharp. I'll go first. So obviously, as you guessed, by me going razor sharp, I took Colorado. Prop Beaver, I went Colorado plus 1.5 at plus 105 for 0.75 units. It's hard to argue against Corbin Burns shutting this Rockies lineup down. I'm not going to make a counter argument to that. Very good chance it happens. But the reason I'm not kicking the door down to lay some kind of Milwaukee bet at this price is I don't trust their lineup at all, even at home. The Brewers are one of those teams. If you rewind like literally 2 weeks ago, the Brewers had hit like 10 out of 12 team total overs. And we were just like, ride this Brewers lineup. And they just disappeared. And that is just the Brewers. There are a few teams in the league like that. The White Sox are another one where they could have the best lineup in baseball one week and then be the worst lineup in baseball the next week. And no one will even bat their eyes. It's just like, oh, that's what the Brewers and the White Sox do. I don't trust this lineup. Meanwhile, Colorado's lineup is scorching hot. Like against righties, against lefties, they're hitting everybody. In the last 14 days, the Rockies are 3rd in the MLB against right-handed pitching. The reason that's significant is because the Rockies are good against lefties, but they're smacking righties right now too. This Rockies team, they went 8-3 in their final 11 games before the break. They went into Arizona, took 3 out of 4 from them, then came home, hosted the Padres for 4 games, took 3 from them, and then beat the Pirates 2 out of 3 in the final series. So, this team's playing good baseball right now. The Brewers, not so much. At this crazy price, you're going to give me a 1.5 at plus money with a team that I think is playing better baseball. I know the break just happened, but I'm on Colorado here. I don't care about Corbin Burns. I don't care if the Brewers are up 3-0 after 6 innings. I still think it hits.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're right about the right-handed pitching for the Colorado Rockies, but they also just played a ton of home games. Not many on the road. Have you seen what the Rockies look like against a righty on the road? Quite terrible. The last 9 right-handed pitchers against the Rockies at their own cribbo, not Coors. 1.13 whip, 1.79 ERA. They are getting shut down left and right. But at the very same time, Antonio Senzatella, he sucks, right? But against the Brewers, he's been quite well. He has a sub 620 OPS against the team, has never given up more than 2 earned runs against the Brewers. I'm going to go with the first 5 under 4 at -115, and I'm going to put 0.75 units on it. Corbin Burns is slightly worse at home. I will definitely go ahead and admit that, but here's the thing to me. If you're facing a Rockies team that can't hit, I don't know, who's a scrub pitcher? I feel like if freaking Eric Fetty was at home against the Colorado Rockies, he could hold them to 2 or less runs. I like the spot here for the first 5 under a lot.
I like that too, by the way.
I don't disagree, obviously, with anything they said. I'm still gonna take the Brewers. I'm gonna pair them with another team that I like, and that's the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we're gonna have a Brewers Snakes money line parlay.
Oh no, Toast. You're skipping
120.
again. Yeah.
For point.
All right, Beaver, get his parlay up while he resets his whatever.
5
It was Brewers, Arizona.
unit.
Rather than us take 5 minutes to figure out that he's skipping, let's just we know what it is. All right.
I hope that.
No, that's just I think that's just his internet. I don't think that's anything you're doing wrong.
Yeah,
So because that happens with me sometimes too.
It's probably
Milwaukee, Arizona money line parlay. Do you know how much he put on that parlay?
Fuck.
All right, never mind. Who cares? Next game. Skip to the next game.
I've not a clue.
When he comes back, we'll get it from him.
It was like
All right, Rays at Royals. You care to go first on this one?
Yeah, you know what? I'm a company man. I'll go first. Listen, I'll just go ahead and be pretty upfront about this. Not exactly in love with this game, okay, people? Listen, I think both these teams, if you could pick 2 teams for me to not want to watch a baseball game of, it's these 2 teams. I would actually rather watch Oakland face one of the other teams. That's how poor I just don't like watching these teams. Shane McClanahan is must-see TV. Everybody else, I'm just simply gonna go with the over 9. Just gonna keep it real simple, and I'm not going crazy on it either. You could get that at minus 105. Literally putting 0.5 units on it. Brad Keller is a stinky block of cheddar. That man is ass cheeks. I simply can't back Brad Keller in any capacity at any time. If you look at some of his starts against the Rays, last 4 against the Rays, 1-3, 7.2 ERA, 1.65 WHIP. That is simply not going to do the trick for me. And the Rays bats, at least entering the break, were pretty hot. Against right-handed pitchers in July, 5th in OBP, 11th in OPS, 5th in WRC+, and they're drawing walks at a pretty high rate as well. So I could get down with some runs scored by the Rays. And then the Royals, even, with the plague, not the plague, they just couldn't bring anybody to Toronto. They were still scoring some runs, so they were carrying some of that offensive momentum into a series where they had no business scoring at all, against some pretty solid pitchers as well. So I'm just going to go with the over here. Just simply put, Drew Rasmussen sucks on the road. Final point.
All right, yeah. Well, I can second that. First of all, what's up, Bass Wars? That's my guy right there. We worked next to each other at UPS when my YouTube channel blew up, and I got to quit UPS. So that was awesome. We were randomly placed. 150 people in the building. We were randomly placed next to each other, and we both had YouTube channels. So it was cool. But shit was rough back then. We had some fun. Anyway, so I agree. It looks like Toast is back with us too. Good. So I agree with you that this is not the best game to bet. I also agree with someone in the comments. I missed who it was saying that this line is sketchy. I agree. And not only is it sketchy, but there was crazy movement too, because Tampa at 7 a.m. this morning was minus 105. And now they were like minus 134 or whatever. This whole game freaks me out. I'm going simply with the fact that the line looks weird and 96% of the money is on Tampa. This is a straight, old school sauce, fade the public play. Give me Kansas City money line at plus 114 just for a half unit. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to tail me on this. This is just me being straight up of what I'm betting. I've done this for a while when the game looks weird and all the money's on one side, and I don't really understand why. I don't really understand why the line the way it is. I bet the other way. So I'm on Kansas City, and like Beaver said, Drew Rasmussen on the road, and not just on the road. I didn't write it down. It was something against righties or lefties that stood out about this game. I forget it, but Drew Rasmussen on the road, fade material. So I'm on KC money line for a half unit, and I'm refilling my drink. Toast, are you good?
Yeah, I hope so.
You're good. I can see it.
I apologize. Sometimes it kind of goes in and out up here. But I actually am on the Rays money line for 0.75 units. They're just playing too good a baseball right now for me. Randy Arozarena's back and playing like the rookie of the year that we all know. They got Brandon Lau back in the lineup, who is a power hitter for them. So they are getting healthier. And I think that Rasmussen's a much better pitcher, and then we have a big bullpen advantage as well. So I don't love the play, as in like it's not a stone cold lock or anything, but there was no way I could get to KC. I actually don't like the fact that they played so well in Toronto and now have to come back. I just kind of think the air is let out of the balloon. So yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. I missed what Toast said, but I see he took the Rays money line, and I can't argue with you on that. I mean, the Rays went into the break hot as hell. My pick is like solely on a fade the public thing. There's not much analytics to back it. So
Kyle,
I get it, and I don't even hate it, to be honest with you. So I even told them I don't love the Rays, but I just couldn't get to Kansas City, and I just didn't like the fact that they played so well in Toronto. But anyway.
Yeah, because you left, but Toast was trying to put a 50 burger on this. I had to talk him off of it. He was ready to put 50 full unit. He was ready to put a month full of units on this bad boy. I said, all right.
50 unit sperm whale play.
Yeah. The Moby Dick of full plays.
This is it. The Hammerhead whale lock. Retweet it now.
800 retweets. That's all I'm asking. You'll get the entire.
We only got to 798. Maybe the one tomorrow will get there.
Yeah, like I'm not giving my play now. I'm not giving my play. You guys don't want it. All right. Anyway.
On the Twitter sphere.
Washington and Arizona. Yo, remember how I told you guys before we went live that I had one SGP tonight?
Yeah,
it's
baby.
time.
Yeah, buddy.
Actually. All right, Beaver, get your fingers ready because I have 2 bets and one of them's an SGP. So this is.
Oh my God, you're gonna take up the whole screen.
Get your carpals ready.
Yeah,
you ready?
I will. Yeah, what's up?
All right, so Arizona first 5 on the run line, on the diamond, on the run line. Arizona first 5 run line. Arizona first 5 minus a half run at minus 120. I want you to put. No, just half unit on that. Arizona first 5 minus a half run, minus 120, half unit. And then a same game parlay, and this cannot miss. No, it can definitely miss. Arizona money line parlayed with the under 12.5. That's at minus 105, and I'm putting 0.75 units on that. Let me tell you, there are times in this world where you should go sharp and be bold. And take Patrick Corbin. This is not one of those times. Patrick Corbin, you certainly don't bet this man on the road. That's for sure. Have you peeked at his numbers on the road? 1-6 with a 7.19 ERA on the road this season. Those are his numbers. So right off the bat, you should be thinking, fuck that. Combine that with the fact that this D-backs lineup has been sneaky good against lefties. I don't think people are really noticing. In the past 2 weeks, Arizona's 6th in Major League Baseball in OPS against lefties. I mean, need I say more? Oh, yeah, I got one more point. Zach Gallen's pitching for Arizona. Yeah, he hasn't been quite himself recently, but as a whole, that's one of the best arms they have. Maybe him or Merrill Kelly, but this all adds up to an Arizona Diamondbacks clear-cut win. Those are my bets. Toast, go second.
Very similar to you. Like I said, I've already used the Diamondbacks in a parlay. I like their first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 105 for a half a unit. And then I'm also going to play them on the run line, minus 1.5 at plus 125 for another half a unit. I actually think that all this Soto news and stuff is going to be bad for the Nats. I mean, that's not a hot take. A lot of people think that. But Corbin, they're trying to trade him. They just can't find anybody to get rid of the money and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's all bad. I'm all over Arizona here today.
Hey, please repeat those picks again. I just got the comments back and working. I'm working double.
Yeah, you're good.
Over here on this broadcast.
Arizona minus 1.5 at plus 125 for a half. And then D-backs first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 105 for a half a unit.
Yeah, so listen, Chiefs, I'm on the same boat as you. Kyle, I like what you said. Sometimes you got to go sharp, and sometimes you just have to think, listen, no, this is where I draw the line. And honestly, betting Patrick Corbin on the road, by the way, not to mention, want to hear Patrick Corbin's last 2 starts against the Diamondbacks? He's 0-1 with a 17.18 ERA and a 2.73 whip. Yeah. This guy blows. He stinks. He stinks to all heaven. I'm easily going to take that Arizona first 5 run line. I mean, what are we even doing here? I got that at -115. I adjusted it for you too, Sauce. I'm going to put a full unit on that. I mean, this is just a joke, people. Zach Gallen, yes, he's been falling off towards the, I guess a little bit towards the latter portion of this season, but if in terms of a spot, there's no better spot for Zach Gallen at home against some lefties. He's going to be seeing 6 of them tonight. I think he can. I think he's going to be able to control this lineup. And honestly, if he gives up 2 runs, I'd be shocked, like utterly shocked, if Patrick Corbin doesn't give up 3 or 4 here. So I think we're going to be good either way. I smell a fat, nice cash. So give me that Arizona first 5.
Agreed. On the run line. I completely agree. I also think that Zach Gallen is getting a bit undervalued now because he had a few rocky starts. So 100%. Definitely on that first 5 run line.
Yeah.
All right.
Great point.
Next game. Which one's next? Rangers at A's. I want to go last on this one. Toast, go first.
I'll go first. I'm going to actually just keep it simple. I'm just taking the Rangers team total over 3.5. I think it's at -130 or 135. I'm looking it up right now. Yep, 135 for 0.75 units. It's just a fade of Cole Irving. I'm not playing the Texas on the money line because I don't love the spot for them coming from Miami yesterday without rest and stuff. But I'm pretty sure Corey Seager didn't play yesterday. He'll be back in the lineup today after a rest day and whatnot. So instead of having to worry about the winning and losing, I just rather them Texas to score runs, and they've been doing that at a high rate lately. So,
damn. I actually didn't like what you just said. You got me questioning my own fucking bet now. I don't like that travel either. All right, whatever. All right, to me, this game should not be priced like this. To back Toast bet on the team total, Texas Rangers are 7-3 to the over on their team total in their last 10. They've been monsters with the team totals. Like that's been a safe bet for a while now, like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm on the money line, and I'm on Texas money line -115 just for 0.75 units. One of the few favorites I like today. I think this game is just another one of those games that got overpriced based on starting pitching, and that's something that I've noticed happens when it comes to betting MLB. So many people just like look at the starting pitching, right? Starting pitching is important, don't get me wrong, but so many people look at that, and you'll see just mispriced games based on starting pitching. I think that's what's going on here. Cole Irvin is coming off 3 great starts. Cole Irvin is better than Spencer Howard, head and shoulders. But every other aspect of this baseball game, other than Cole Irvin versus Spencer Howard, points to the Rangers in a mega way. Not to mention, you got the Texas Rangers coming out the All-Star break, making a run at a wild card spot. I mean, this is a potential playoff team against the Oakland A's who, I mean, let's call it what it is. This team is shit. This team absolutely sucks. And there's no way. I know that the sharp play is probably to take Oakland at home here with Cole Irvin on the mound. I don't care. I think this price is a gift to give me Texas. The Rangers bullpen has been good. Their bats have been very good. I'm definitely taking Texas money line -115. Put a full uni on it. A full uni. I talked my own self. I was at a 0.75 in my notes. I upped it to based on my own. I talked myself into it.
This game is like giving me an aneurysm. I don't know what to pick here. Like the pricing just makes no sense. I don't care how good Cole Irvin is. The pricing makes no sense. Such little sense that I simply have to bet it as the mayor of Sharpsville. You guys can come visit anytime you like. But it's pretty crowded over here. I've been being pretty square.
Crowded? It's a population of 1.
Yeah, it's me, baby. The leader of Sharpington Town. 0.5 units on this. Simply put, Cole Irvin at home is nasty. It's almost as if you could put any lineup in front of this man and he will absolutely shut them down. We've seen it time and time again. You go into Oakland, you're simply not going to be scoring runs against Cole Irvin. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Spencer Howard, who, I don't know if you guys have heard of Spencer Howard, but he's a misery. His own teammates probably don't like him, and it's because he's piss poor sorry. He already faced Oakland twice this year. That's not a good thing, I'll tell you that for sure. It's now going to be his third time seeing Oakland. And I don't know, I feel like Oakland's got a little bit of swagger lately. There's something to these Oakland Athletics. I don't know, 3+ runs allowed by a right-handed pitcher in the last 3 or 4 games. And here's the main thing that's kind of selling me on this. The bullpen differential. Oakland started off as one of the worst bullpens in the league. Remember that game they blew where Frankie Montes almost pitched 9 freaking shutout innings and they completely blew it? I feel like ever since that game, they've been really rounding up into form. 9th in ERA, OBP, 10th in slug, 12th hard hit percentage. Want to hear how Texas's bullpen's doing lately? 25th in ERA, 24th in OBP, 22nd in slug, and 30th in hard hit percentage. The Oakland Athletics are bad at many things, but they actually can hit a few home runs. I'll just take it at plus money. I simply don't care. It's a half unit. Half unit there.
You want to know? You want to know how you know, like, that you've messed up in the sports betting industry? If you rewind about 40 seconds, you had Prop Beaver trying to tell you that this Oakland lineup had swagger. He used the word swagger. This lineup sucks, bro. This is the worst team in baseball. All right. Said enough. Let's cruise on to the next game. Texas is going to win that by 3 fucking runs.
They do have swagger.
All right.
There's a guy named Sky Bolt in the lineup. Maybe learn a bit. Take some notes. You have no respect.
Read a book. Read a book.
You're a dirty bastard.
Read a book and give me 99 retweets.
And then I'll
take it. Giants at Toast. Why is this game upsetting you? Toast looks pissed off.
Toast.
It's because I'm pissed off at everything around me, not you guys.
Oh. Well, let's get a pissed off Toast pick for the Giants-Dodgers game right
Toast,
now.
I'll fight those moose right now, I swear to God. If anybody's giving you a problem, I will fucking kill those moose.
No, it's the dog seeing the moose and then wanting to think that they're tough is the issue right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go kind of crazy here because you guys are going to talk about how good Logan Webb is and all that stuff. I'm just going to keep it how I've been doing it all year. Dodgers -1.5, plus 145 for a half a unit. I don't really care. All I know is that Tyler Anderson limits soft contact. And I actually really like this play. I thought that the Giants might have been somewhere last night after coming from behind. But when you give up a 3-run shot like that to Mookie, and then on top of that, he goes and saves the game. It's just, I cannot fade the Dodgers right now. I cannot do it. 31 home wins for the Dodgers, 26 by 2 runs or more. Dodgers -1.5 for me for a half a unit.
I cannot believe you just took the Dodgers there. Seriously. I would have bet money that we were on the same side. Whew. All right, I'll go. And
what can I say?
Ready? Prop Beaver, I got 2 bets for you, half unit apiece. You ready?
1 second. Yes, I
am. San Francisco money line plus 125 for a half unit. San Francisco first 5 money line plus 112 for a half unit. Yo, if there's one thing we should have learned from last year's baseball season, right? Logan Webb is the godfather of the Los Angeles Dodgers. This dude cannot be touched. He is immortal when it comes to the Dodgers. I mean, this dude shut the Dodgers down in the playoffs for 7 innings and 1 start, came back in the same exact series, then threw 7 2/3 innings and shut them down again. That same year, we're talking about last season, Logan Webb started against the Dodgers 3 times, shut him down all 3. This is the Dodgers' daddy.
How many wins did he have?
You're breaking up. Can't hear you. I'm in the middle of a speech. So, basically, Logan Webb will give me the automatic, before I even cap the game, I see Logan Webb versus the Dodgers, and I'm happy, right? I'm already leaning Giants. That being said, do you want to know who is the number one lineup against in OPS against lefties in the last 2 weeks? Either of you gentlemen want to guess?
Oh,
I already know
who
it's
it
the
is.
Giants.
I know who it is.
Oh, it's the Giants. In the last 2 weeks, first in OPS against lefties, the Giants. That's in the last 2 weeks. In the last month, anyone want to guess who it is? It's also the Giants. The Giants lineup is unreliable against righties, but against lefties, you can put some money on these people. I'm telling you, this is the spot to fade the Dodgers. Logan Webb, my faith is in Logan Webb tonight. Taking the the Giants money line and the Giants first 5 money line. Let's go. Both at plus money.
And just for the record, I don't hate that, and I don't disagree. I'm tired of getting burnt by betting against the Dodgers, it seems like.
Yeah, no, that's cute. You could keep that to yourself.
Prop Beaver, speak, bro. You know how this show
Dodgers
works.
are 9-1, so yeah, it's really freaking cute in their last 10. It's been very cute, Beaver. Thank you.
Yeah, it's adorable. I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable you're betting on the Dodgers here. Listen, simply put, Chiefs, you know me. You know me. I like betting against
Logan Webb over 2 walks.
I like betting against I like betting against good teams. That's kind of my style. It's not the most profitable strategy, but I'll live and die by it. Listen, simply put, Logan Webb does own the Dodgers. Kyle's exactly right. I love the spot for him. Even though he's going to be on the road and he is going to be seeing some lefties, the lefties in that lineup towards the latter half just simply aren't the guys who are going to do damage against the guy like Logan Webb. 3 starts against him last year. The guy had a 0.69 whip. I mean, that's just silly. That's just silly, okay? He was having a silly good time, dancing around the mound, fucking prancing on those boys. And then if you look at Tyler Anderson against the Giants, he really hasn't had many good starts. The last 5 or 6 games against Tyler Anderson, the Giants have hit this first 5 team total over, and they won 4 of those at plus money with Logan Webb on the mound. I like the spot. The last time I faded Tyler Anderson against St. Louis, he somehow managed to scrape by and screw me. I don't think that happens tonight. I think we see a little regression out of Tyler Anderson in a home start. He's been nearly untouchable there all year. Give me the Giants on the first 5 money line and that first 5 team total over 1.5 minus 120.
Sauce. In dead serious, not talking shit. What's the money look like?
Let's check it out. I don't even know if I looked at this game. So here we go. All right, Giants are a pretty public dog. All right. So this morning it was Giants plus 120, and 57% of the money was on the Dodgers. That was at 4 a.m. But now here we are. As of 8 minutes ago, the money was 50-50, and it's plus 125. So that looks good for a Dodgers bet.
I really didn't know. I wasn't trying to talk shit or anything.
No.
No, that was actually,
all right.
That was a shit talking ploy by Toast. Don't let him.
Yeah, I thought that was a little below the belt, to be honest.
Yeah, no, don't let him convince you otherwise. He's a dirtbag and a rat. Okay.
Yo, Prop Beaver, see how you did that? You shrunk the font size? That's how you do that. With the picks, just shrink the font size if it's too much. Okay. Is this the last game?
Yes.
All right. We'll talk about easy pickings. Give me the Mariners money line at plus 105. What are you, crazy?
Yes.
What are you, crazy?
Yes.
Yo, so let me get this straight. The Astros, after the All-Star game, they fly from L.A. back to Houston, right? They play a doubleheader against the New York Yankees. Possibly the 2 most important games of their season. Right after the All-Star break. They fly from LA to Houston to play them. Directly after those 2 games, they hop back in the plane and fly all the way up to West North, wherever the hell Seattle is. No one cares. No one cares where Seattle is. It's way the hell out there. There's no way. Seattle money line plus 105. Put a full unit on it.
Oh, shit.
Yo, by the way, I don't know if you guys have realized this. The Seattle Mariners haven't lost a game in 2.5 years. Like, I mean, they've won 14 straight. They've won 14 straight baseball games, and they have a lefty starting. There's not many weaknesses in the Houston Astros baseball team, but I would say the most glaring one is they're hitting against left-handed pitching. So you got a lefty starting against the Astros team that's going to be jet-lagged and tired. Love a Mariners team that's on a huge heater. Love the Mariners money line here at plus money.
Couldn't agree more. You can copy and paste that bet for me. Not to mention the fact that we get Marco Gonzalez, and in his career against Houston at home, fantastic. And he's coming off a bad start. I really like Marco Gonzalez. I think he comes back and shoves tonight against Houston.
Listen, Chiefs. Listen. This spot could not be worse. I just simply can't bet Houston in this spot. I can't. Doubleheader, travel, everything's working against this team that could be possible. And then meanwhile, yes, Toast was exactly right. Marco Gonzalez has played extremely well against this Houston lineup. Extremely well. And if you look at Houston against lefties in July, 25th in OBP, 20th OPS, 21st WRC+. I'm simply not seeing it through them, at least for the first 5 at all whatsoever. And Jose Urquidy, oh my lord, buddy has gotten absolutely throttled in his 3 games against Seattle this year. 0-3, 10.38 ERA, 2.61 WHIP. He's worse on the road. I simply can't back him here. I bet it earlier this morning. I got it at plus money, but I could still advise you guys to take it at the current price. It's going to be Urquidy under 4.5 Ks. That is currently at minus 115 on FanDuel. I'm putting 0.75 units on that. And then I'm also going to be betting on that Seattle money line at plus 105. Put 0.75 units on that. I've been kind of going back and forth between whether I should do the first 5 or the full game, but I mean Seattle's bullpen has been really good lately, so I guess I'll just ride it out.
Something I want to add something to Toast. You go first.
Mine's about a different game, so I'll
go ahead. No. Mine's about to swim. So, a note I should probably add. So, for these lives, especially like Tuesdays and Fridays, the big days, what I do is I prepare in the morning and I write all my notes. So I should mention in this game that after I wrote the notes and decided I was hammering the Mariners, no holding back, full unit, the money looks bad in this one. This looks like a real trap on the Mariners. They're a very public dog, and the line has moved the opposite way. They opened at 4 a.m., they were minus 103, and 68% of the money's on Seattle, and they're plus 105. So you got reverse line movement here. I'm staying with Seattle. I'm not trying to scare anyone off Seattle. I'm saying if you're big on the money, this would probably be a pass. I use the money to make my picks, but I don't. That's like 1/15, like one of a long process. So I feel like I should include that if I'm being fair.
Just a baseball note in general for all you White Sox bettors today. Luis Robert, one of your best hitters, just got put on IL.
Yep.
Ooh.
Saw that. You're still gonna buy.
All right, so we're almost at 5:15. So let's cruise. I have 3 parlays. I'm giving out 1 on the show. The other 2 for VIPs. What do you guys got to give out as far as bonus?
I got a hit parlay, a juicy hit parlay.
All right, Toast is a hit parlay. Beaver, do you have anything to give out?
No, just wisdom and cheer for all.
No one wants that.
Dude,
all right, anyway.
I'm giving you a free game right now. Come on.
You don't have a K parlay, or that's just for VIPs?
No, I mean, okay, if you want a K parlay, let's No, all right, you guys go first. I'll do the math over here.
Toast, go. Give us the hit parlay.
Ty France, Julio Rodriguez, Freddie Freeman, Jose Abreu, all 4 to get a hit, plus 240.
Ty France, Jose Abreu. Go back, run it back.
Ty France, Julio Rodriguez, Freddie Freeman, Jose Abreu.
Yo, Julio Rodriguez, is there any truth, and give me a short answer because I don't want to open this whole box of worms. Is there any truth to people coming off the home run derby cold?
Depends on the hitter. Juan Soto got hot. Others have gotten cold. It's really going to depend on the hitter.
Okay, cool. All right, so you got Toast's hit parlay. You ready for mine, Beaver?
Well, I need to know what those odds come at, Soldier Boy. What are the odds?
He said at 261, I think he said.
Nope, that's not what I heard.
He said it. He said
Plus
the odds.
240.
Nah.
Plus 240.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
that was close.
Maybe if you listen for once in your life, it's your job to listen. All right. All right. Ready? Are you ready, bro, to listen to what I'm about to say?
Yep.
All right. I have a 3-leg. I have a 3-leg parlay at plus 581. The shit cannot miss. No, I mean, it probably will miss, but ready?
Yes.
Phillies money line. Pirates money line. Texas Rangers money line. That comes out to plus 581. Oh no, hold on. Let me open up Twitter. I forgot what I named this one. I named it.
The Barnabas.
This parlay is named. No, I named it the Stanley Steamer. So that's what this one's called. Yo, damn it! I should have come up with a better name. I was rushing, but so that's my parlay. Philly, Pittsburgh, Texas money line. Yep, you wrote it right. So yeah, for those of you, I mean, it's called the Sauce Network, the app. If you have an Apple or an Android, you just go to the App Store and search for the Sauce Network. That's how you get all the extra stuff. But yo, it's $1 a day, completely cool. If you don't want it, I'm not the type of person that sells it. I'm just happy you guys are watching. We have a ton of fun doing this. This is the most people we've ever had in here by far. Let's talk tomorrow's schedule real quick before we close. It looks like we just have that one day game at 1:10 p.m. and we'll just say fuck that one. Then the rest of them start at 4. So why don't we say 2 p.m. Right?
Am I
2
seeing that
Eastern.
right? 400 plus people?
Yeah. There's a lot of people in here.
Toast, I'm here for you, brother.
So yeah, why don't we say? Yeah, they're here to see you, Toast.
That one guy thinks super cute.
So why don't we say 2? Oh my god, that was hilarious. All right, 2 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll go through 14 games. We'll go through 15 because the one's a doubleheader. So we have a full slate, 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We'll be back. Hopefully, our accounts will be caked with some extra cheddar at that time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Love you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow.